Greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to the 128th episode of Twisted Strands. I am your host, JD, and this is going to be a quickie because it's been a lousy week for me so far. I mean, lousy but not lousy. Nobody's in the hospital, no power outages, just a lousy week, and I'm sure you understand that, right? Anyway, wow, it's a week away from Christmas, and honestly, I'm doing alright with gifts and stuff like that. And yeah, let's get right into it. You know, I haven't bought any yarn lately, and always gotta add that in there, don't I? So anyway, I haven't bought any yarn lately. There is a drawing going on in about 2 weeks or so. Less than 2 weeks, I think. After Christmas, I'll be doing it because that's when I have to have the ornaments ready and I'll show them to you and all that. And it is for a pretty lavender satchel and a pretty project bag done by our own pattern whisperer, who is awesome. And it's a nice sized bag, as you can see. And to enter into the drawing, all you have to do is let me know what kind of ornament I should make for this year's ornament party that's going on after Christmas. So, join the group, make sure you're a member of the group, and then give me your ideas. I think I've made up my mind, but I want others to be inspired as well if they need to be. And yeah. And you have a chance with each post to win a beautiful project bag with a nice smelling sachet. Sachet? Yeah. Anyway. So, let's see. Well, let me just start with finished objects because that's what I've got more than I have of works in progress. I am so happy to say that Bridget's socks are done. Bridget has not watched the show lately. I finally asked her, and I am so happy I finished her socks and they look really good. There are 2 pretty Hermione's everyday socks. I do not have sock blockers for socks this small yet. She's a little bit smaller in the foot than I am, and I shall wash and block these before giving them to her because it's a gift. I worked very hard on them, and I want them to look nice when she opens the present. So, I might have something else for her. Definitely a book of knitting patterns because she loves cables, and I have one that I'm not going to use. But anyway, I continue the second socks toe this evening, and huzzah, socks that are nice and done and will, I hope they fit her. And I finished 2 snowflakes for giving away to family members. I give one to each couple or person. And let me see if I can find them in my Ravelry projects for you, shall I? Because I forgot. I'm not doing any notes this week because I'm just flummoxed by all my stuff that I'm trying to get done, and I want to give credit where credit is due, of course. So anyway, let's see. This one is Fern. This is Fern by Caitlin Sinia, and it's free on the Lion brand website, and clearly has not been starched or the ends woven in yet, but it's really a super easy pattern, and it's spelled F-I-R-N. So it's free on Lion brand. Of course, you have to be a member, but it's free. So there, that's pretty cool. It's very easy, and it's a rather small snowflake. I mean, I know I'll stretch it out a little when I starch and block it, but yeah, that's pretty small snowflake. And then the other one that I did, let's see, white dew. And this one is also a free pattern on the Lion Brand website, done by the same lady, Caitlin Sinia. Sorry. For an English major, I kind of suck at pronouncing names that are out of the norm. Anyway, another free pattern. This one was not as easy, but I still finished it in one evening, and I'm very, very pleased with the results. Isn't that pretty? I might have to make another one. And both of these pretty little snowflakes, sorry for the wiggle waggle of the table, both of these snowflakes are knit in Lion Brand Bon Bon, which is the suggested yarn, but they suggested the yarn because for the cotton I used the acrylic holiday. Same, I've gotten 2 snowflakes out of one Bon Bon. It's green metallic woven in with white acrylic, and I forgot which hook I used, sorry. So anyway, 2 snowflakes out of 6 that I plan on doing. Let's go into works in progress. I am still working on this snowflake. It's snowflake number 24. Let me get the right person's name. Okay, this person has a name I can pronounce. It's Catherine Clark. That's her name, and this is that snowflake that I was saying I would have trouble with because of all of the hard work in the second row, and I've actually done really well with it. I have to be in a secluded room. See, I got the branches right. I just have 2 more to do now. Got 4 done. And this one's going to be a nice sized snowflake when it's washed and blocked and all that. So I'm pleased with the fact that I can work it, but I'm finding it a little bit hard to find time to do because I'm usually either too tired or I want to watch movies and craft or shows and craft, and that's a whip. That'll be done by next show. And this one is another Lion Brand pattern. Wow, that just flew off my desk. Okay, this one is the Kepi, and it is the Jazzy Hat. Now, this one is one that I'm making for my mom, and it is just about ready. Of course, I have to have it right in my eye. It's just about ready for the decreases for the crown. It's not supposed to be folded up or anything like that. But yeah, just about ready for the crown. Yes, I ran out of yarn because I cast on an extra 4 stitches to make my hair sticking straight up. So anyway, so this is a ran weight yarn, Kepi, not the sparkle but the regular. So funny thing is, I'm using the same yarn that I used for her snowman, I think. Which is awesome that I have this much yarn in my stash to finish the project regardless, and now I don't have to worry about going to the Joann's and finding another skein of it. It blends in well because the white, and there's some white in the pattern, in the fabric itself, in the green here. So looks pretty much correct, and I'm almost done with the hat anyway. I still have a teeny bit. Yes, I'm easily distracted. What is this one? Oh, anyway, I don't know if that's what I was using anyway for the hat, but anyway, there we go. That's my 2 whips. I am about to start another hat project. One for Dad, I think, if I can, but I'm not gonna, stress out over anything anymore since I've got the socks done. I'm really happy about that. So, yay, socks that are done. What I plan on doing for Dad's hat is the Winds Chief pattern, which is so pretty. And I've got this storing one of my last splurges at the LYS down Silver, I think. So this is 202 yards of Iran weight. A little bit thicker than suggested. The pattern Winds Chief by Stephen Wist is a worsted weight, and this is Iran, so it's a touch thicker. But I think if I do a medium or a small, we'll see. And I'll just do that, and it should work up relatively quickly. I've seen a lot of my friends do the Winds Chief pattern, and it looks amazing. And I'm really happy to see those projects come out because they look so very nice, and I love that little swirl thing in the hat. So can't wait to knit up that Winds Chief for Daddy, and I'll probably finish this earlier this week than I thought. And I've been pumping out a snowflake every day, so hopefully I'll keep that up. Picked out my yarn, picked out a pattern, just have to chain on, so to speak. And I printed out some new patterns for me to use. Don't know if it's still over there or not, but anyway, I've got that set. I did have a bit of an early day home from work. I thought it would make it easier for me to podcast, but I was really tired. I was like, nap or podcast? Podcast or nap? And so anyway, sorry. Am I boring you? I hope not. I hope not. Anyway, let me tell you about my stuff and junk, since I haven't been spinning or buying yarn. I have been watching a lot of stuff because of the socks, and some of the snowflakes don't demand my full attention, I must admit. And this beanie I can do pretty much with my eyes closed almost. So let's see, what have I watched? Oh goodness, one of my Plurk friends on that social network mentioned this movie called Zombie Ass. I shit you not. Oh, good lord, it's just one of those movies that was made in Japan. It was subtitled, so that was a bit of a distraction, but the worst distraction is me looking at the screen of my computer going, because it was way gross. Way gross. They made that movie just to be a shocker, and at some points you're laughing, but most of the time you're just cringing because it's just so gross. Zombie Ass, parasitical style of zombies, and I would give that movie a 2 skein, not because I liked it, but because I couldn't stop watching it, and it provoked emotions from me, emotions of disgust, but it got me to feel something, and it kept me alert for an hour and a half, and I gotta warn you though, it's super disgusting, and I'm a little ashamed that I watched the entire thing, but you had to. Nothing like seeing a girl fly around powered by her own flatulence, okay? That's, yeah. Pretty gross, amusing, shocking, Zombie Ass, 2 skeins. I have also been watching, I also watched an episode of, I'm sorry, am I jittery? Ugh. I have a tendency to fidget. That is one of the reasons why I need to have yarny goodness to capture that energy or focus or whatever this week. So anyway, sorry. I watched an episode of Sleepy Hollow, and I'm starting to think that it's just going to keep repeating the same old theme of the gentleman who is extremely good looking and plays Ichabod Crane. He keeps saying how he's tied, bloodbound or tied by souls to the Headless Horseman, yada yada, and you're just like, yeah, okay, dude. Now they're having trouble destroying his skull. I won't say anymore because spoilers, darling. And just your regular run-of-the-mill clip shows that I love so much. The World's Dumbest, with all the D-list celebrities making fun of even dumber people. And Dog the Bounty Hunter, now it's starting to be like repeats ad nauseum, but that's my morning viewing, so it doesn't really matter. Cleo is running us ragged and being entertaining. She's a sweet girl, but she is a very high energy cat. She is funny as hell. And she is a good bed companion. She likes to snuggle in your bed with you. And Frisky seems to have something nasal going on. I might have to take him to the vet. He's an older boy, so he needs a little more care. I've transitioned both of them into eating his allergy food, it's wheat free or something like that, gluten free. So they're both eating that very well. And today was a gross snow day. I got home a little bit earlier, but not damn early enough. The roads were god awful. All in all, that's about it that's going on in my life right now. I've been going to my knitting groups and playing my games. I'm trying to play my PS2 a little bit more, but I must say, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, Angels of Darkness, or whatever, is kind of boring me right now. I tried for like half an hour to play this game, and it's so frustrating. I kept dying. A damn dog killed me in one part of it. But let's see. I think that's it for right now. I don't want to bore you. Let me give you my contact information because I love hearing from people. And I want to say thank you so much for joining me today. I love all my viewers, new and old, young and old, every shape, size, and form, and whatever. You're all wonderful people. And let me give you my contact information. My name is usually JD, J-A-D-E-E, on Ravelry, and the Twisted Strands podcast group is on Ravelry. Please join it if you want. We've got about 444 members. And my email is jdalt@gmail.com. And you can also see the podcast on YouTube under my YouTube name. Please subscribe if you like the podcast. And that is JD Doll. Or you could just do a search for Twisted Strands. I think I try to add a little key tag every time. And then also the blog. I always put it on the blog. And that is Twisted Strands with an extra s.blogspot.com. Then there is Pinterest, Plurk, Twitter. Pinterest, Plurk, Twitter, and Instagram. I am JD666. And also Facebook. and that is JD and the last name of Huff. So anyway, I want to wish you all the happiest of seasons. Enjoy your winter solstice and happy Christmas. If you don't get to see me again before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. And that's it for now. And don't forget, no matter what you do, whether you weave, crochet, knit, sew, glue things onto toilet paper rolls, no matter what you're crafting, you're making the world a better place. Alright? Peace out. Bye.